chance in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Aggies' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Hauls it in.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Guys, let's chat about New Mexico State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
He'll do it himself. He's got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Bender. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and caught.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Stay just a moment to talk about New Mexico State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
14, Kansas State, 0.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Got it near midfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Goes to the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
3rd down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. He leaves it with his back. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the 1st quarter. This guy's already thrown 1 pick. He should have thrown his 2nd right there.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Brings it down on the right side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. 6.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to run the screen, and it was almost picked off. It'll be second down.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play. He just couldn't secure the catch.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Quarterback on the keeper. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter. New Mexico State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Fires to the big fella. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finding an escape route. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Bender. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Quarterback may change this route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner will be dragged down. Mexico State offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Send the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Flanagan. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
He'll take it himself. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, the defense did their job. They were able to get the interception, give the offense the ball back. Now you're set up after that run play on 3rd down. And there's a lot of pressure on you here. You've got to find a way to stay on the field. You've got to find a way to score points after getting that takeaway.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Here we go. Surging forward on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Hawaii came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Honolulu had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnhart. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Guys, let's chat about New Mexico State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster. And they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today. I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
To the air on first down. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Fires toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Looking for a crease. It's Bender. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. They'll toss it to the left. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Bender. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Here we go.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half, and it's a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
First and 10, they're down to the 25. Using his legs, it's Bender. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Extending the play. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running. but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Flanagan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback hauled up to and sacked at the 12.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Bender. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Going right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll return it from the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. They go to the ground. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Not a chance. Missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
New Mexico State, 14. Kansas State, 10.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Turning it on! Got the first down and more.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Wants to bring it back. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes brings the Kansas State offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
He might want another play. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
New Mexico State has it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to UNLV. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for space. It's Bender. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Pulls it in. It's Kramer. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Final play of the quarter coming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That's it for the period. Break coming, and New Mexico State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Flanagan. Breaks into the open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Fires on the move. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. What a cut. Now he's loose. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down. But there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, fourth and short.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Going with the ground game left. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball?
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Rushes on him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass play.
Kick is in the air. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense.
Touchdown, Kansas State! A great catch and run for 6.
You gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Thanks to grab. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive.
There he goes! They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense, understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Barnhart. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if